Good morning. What a day. Can I have the commanders of the units report to the flagpole to raise the flag of our nation?
We place ourselves totally in your presence and majesty. Pray, keep us safe. Amen.
Amen.
Detail parade rip.
So good morning and welcome to the town of Wilmington's 2023 Veterans Day ceremony. And thank you for joining us today as we recognize our veterans for their unwavering service to America. Your presence here, as always, in Wilmington, shows that you remember our veterans, those who are currently serving, those who are recovering in military hospitals and VA facilities around the world, and those who paid the ultimate sacrifice and did not have the opportunity to wear the title of veteran. The town of Wilmington is a great place to live for many reasons, but to me, I'm extremely proud of the way we honor our veterans on Veterans Day and year-round. This past year, we have had 2 Eagle Scout projects completed in honor of our veterans. Noah Carey, Soldier's Cross, it's located at Wildwood Cemetery in the Veterans Lot. John Consorti, flag drop-off boxes to honorably dispose of your American flag so we can do a ceremony on Flag Day to properly dispose of the American flags. And currently, there's one in development for the Hidden Wounds by Evan Baller, which will be located at Memorial Park at Silver Lake at the end of this year. It's in honor of the 22 veterans that kill themselves every day. Unfortunately, we just lost another veteran this morning. 0.5% of our population serves in the military. When you serve overseas, you work together as a team to get us all home. There is no race, religion. We don't worry about that. We're all a team, a tribe. Sometimes I wish everybody thought like that. Veterans remember each other on Veterans Day and year-round. The time spent with each other in war zones throughout the world. We remember the good times and the bad. World War II set a standard for veterans and our population. During World War II, everybody did something. If you could not join the military for whatever reason, you did rubber drives, you did metal drives. Women were joining the military as nurses. Women were working in factories. Kids were doing rubber drives. Everybody did something. I wish we were back in those times now. If you take one thought away from today, remember that veterans are willing to put themselves in harm's way for all of you. First, I'd like to introduce Dave Robinson, our state representative, to say a few words.
Thank you, Luke. I apologize, we're going a little bit out of order because when I conclude my remarks, you're going to see me slip out. And I promise you, it's not a snub. I'm just going to try to make it over to Tewksbury's ceremony and give my thanks to their veterans and your colleagues as quick as legally as I can make it. So yesterday morning, I had a humbling and special opportunity. There's a former United States Army soldier, veteran now, John Pellegrino, who's over at the Blair House in Tewksbury. And the Blair House and a lot of these assisted living centers are going out of their ways to select one veteran, and not to say that they're any more or less special than their colleagues at that moment, but this year was highlighting John. And John's 94 years old, sharp, probably more sharp and more intelligent. He had a better wit and sense of humor than I did, but he was a Korean War vet. A lot of folks in the audience will know that the Korean War's nickname for a while was the Forgotten Conflict, and it's a tragedy. And while they didn't quite face the hostility that Vietnam vets and some other later ones did upon returning home, to be forgotten still, in my book, an equally reprehensible crime by the public to cast on them. So it was something of a little specialty, be able just to say thank you to him as a young member of the society, as a person in public service, to allow him to grow up free and then run for the office like I did. It's special, though, to be here this morning, because while Korea's nickname was the Forgotten Conflict, all of us here today, both civilian, veteran, and active duty, are showing that Wilmington's not letting another conflict, another war, another peace action become forgotten ever again. So on behalf of our community, to all veterans, the Marines, the soldiers, the sailors, the Coast Guardsmen, the airmen, and I don't believe Wilmington has any guardians yet for the Space Force, but one day they will be. We say thank you for the service. And for all you civilians out here supporting and making sure our vets are received back home in a way that's respectful and deserving of what they earned, thank you for being here today as well. So it really is an honor to represent all of you there at Beacon Hill, especially the vets. Lou touched upon it. It's something that impacted last Memorial Day, actually, only coincidentally. A colleague of mine that was in the service had taken their own life. And though Lou mentioned it, I did want to mention it again. For all the veterans that brought something back home that may not have been physical but a mental wound, and you're still struggling, reach out to Lou, myself, your fellow vets. You serve. Let us serve you, because we'd much rather thank you here at Veterans Day than pay our respects to you on Memorial Day. So all vets, again, thank you for your service. Again, I beg your forgiveness as I jet off to Tewksbury, but I appreciate you all, and happy Veterans Day.
First thing, look at the flag. How beautiful is that? Look at that blowing in there. She's gorgeous. Thank you, veterans, from the bottom of our hearts. We're here today because of our veterans. They deserve more, and I pray to God that they get more. It's an honor to be standing here with you. And I ask everyone, make every day a Veterans Day and pay it forward. You see a veteran, thank them. These people were ready to sacrifice their lives. For who? Us. And I'm proud to call every veteran I know a friend. A friend of mine and a friend of America. We're standing here today because of them. God bless them. Wish them nothing but well. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman DePalma. Besides making sure all the veterans in our community that represent Wilmington are aware of all the benefits they have earned because of their service to our country, one of the most important jobs as a veteran service officer is to put together the ceremonies for a respectful Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Can you hear me out back, Frank? Hoorah. Here in Wilmington, where we honor our veterans year-round, 0.5% of our population. Is a charge that Mike and Patty and I take extremely serious. The veterans of Wilmington deserve it, and all the residents do as well. The men and women who return from military service are now community members, neighbors, friends, and members and friends that get extremely active in town. One of those the men and women that come home and do get extremely active in town in different organizations and give back, because that's what veterans do. One of those friends of mine and a gentleman that has given back for decades to the veterans community through the Wilmington Tewksbury Elks is Ray Metcalf. Ray was a specialist in the United States Army who served in Vietnam. And when he returned back to the United States, he began assisting veterans in any way he could. When Ray calls the office, he's not looking for anything. He's looking to offer something. Help, a ceremony. It's not how we can help Ray, it's how Ray can help us. And it's with a great honor I introduce Ray Metcalf, United States Army, Vietnam.
Always remember that, because you never know who's standing next to you, like I said, or sitting down next to you. Thank you for your service, all of you. Thank you for your kind attention. So I want to thank you. Thank you for your kind attention. God bless America and God bless you. Thank you.
As is customary, when you introduce Gold Star families, you do not clap. But the town of Wilmington honors our Gold Star families. We have Eagle Scout projects that place the names of our killed in action or missing in action, which is, like I said, on the other side of the common here. Wilmington will always remember our Gold Star families. We honor them, we respect them, and someday, hopefully, we can bring them home. Sergeant at Arms, please escort Vietnam veteran, United States Army Ray Metcalf to place the wreath in front of our monument here in honor of all wars.
Treason! Order!
Thank you all for being here. It means so much to the veterans that 0.5% of the population, the 340,000 veterans, I believe, is the number from Massachusetts. But it means a lot. We're not looking for anything. We just like the benefits that we've earned. Obviously, our office helps them get that. And of course, on Veterans Day, thank a vet. Find a nice place that offers a free lunch and take them to lunch and tell them it's on you. Or her. Can't forget our female veterans. They're unbelievable too. So again, happy Veterans Day. Enjoy the rest of this great weekend. And always thank a veteran. Thank you all again for coming out. Thank you.
Detail 10 Hutch!